Welcome to Mark Reviews Movies. Today, a classic, Top Gun. Believe it or not, before last night, I had never seen this movie before in my life. I know. Never. I was more familiar with the music than the movie. I was more familiar with the call sign names like Goose and Maverick and Iceman than I was with the storyline. So my wife got this for me, I think for Christmas. And we've been trying to find a night where we could watch it. Last night, for date night, we did. Just watched it down here after the kids had gone to bed. And you know what? I liked it. I think there's a reason that it's a classic. And you know what? One of the things my wife said partway through was, you know, it's an 80s movie, but I actually like it. And that's high praise from her. She tolerates things like Back to the Future and, you know, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. She doesn't just tolerate them, she likes them. But she legitimately enjoyed this one, and so did I. Not entirely appropriate for all audiences. I wouldn't watch it with the kids. There are a couple of love scenes and some instances of language. You know, because it's from the 80s, it's only PG. Probably by today's standards would have been given a mild PG-13 rating. You know, if that rating had existed, it definitely would have been a PG-13. Compelling storyline. Starts with Tom Cruise as a young and overly arrogant and cocky pilot. You know, he flies a mission, intercepts some MiG fighters, some Russian fighters. So again, it's dated. It's an 80s movie. But succeeds in that mission, comes back home, and he has an opportunity to attend Top Gun, which is the top flight school for Navy pilots. So, you know, the storyline follows him on his training missions through Top Gun, the things that happen to him, both during training and then after graduation, as he's involved in a pretty gnarly dogfight. Anyway, I don't want to give too much of it away. As far as, you know, action and suspense, ranks very high. You know, it's over an hour and a half long. It's about an hour and 40 minutes or so, if I recall. I didn't find myself wondering how much longer the movie was. And for me, that's a good indication that it's a good, solid movie. So I'd recommend it. You know, you might see something like this and wonder, is this all action? Is there anything in it for the women? Or is there anything in it for people who just don't love action that much? Yes, you know, there's a love story there. It has an interesting dynamic, again, because he's so full of himself. Kind of the perfect role for Tom Cruise. And really solidified him as kind of an iconic actor of his day. Great acting all around, and some amazing cameos, and you know, small roles for people who would later become big name actors. Meg Ryan is in this, and this is totally not a movie you would assume that she would be in, but you know, she does a great job. So does the entire supporting cast. If I had some complaints about it, you know, it is a little bit you know, lusty at times. This is why I gave the disclaimer that I wouldn't watch it with my kids. You know, there's plenty of innuendo in it as well, and there's some language. Not a lot of violence, nothing to really be too concerned about. You know, it's planes shooting at planes, planes shooting missiles. Most of what happens is actually during the training time. It does show the camaraderie between the men and also, you know, the rivalry and things, so a lot of it takes place behind the scenes, and you get kind of some locker room, you know, scenes and whatnot. But nothing overtly objectionable, and you know, I liked it. Is it my favorite movie of all time? No, it's not even my favorite Tom Cruise movie of all time, but it was good, and I wish I'd seen it sooner. Glad to have it as part of my collection now. Now, if you like this movie review, check out the others that we have. A little bit different style to this one, and moving forward, they'll be kind of like this. You know, tell your friends. If you agree with my review or you disagree, let me know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to this channel. Spread the word. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers. Thanks.